You know what you should do? You should follow me on Twitter at Bromo018. Link in the description. Do it now. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 4 of our Ajax career mode on FIFA 19. So glad to be back with you. Make sure, on that note, if you are yet to watch any of the episodes previously, then be sure you go and watch those ones back first before coming on to this one, as you will receive spoilers. Today, got a Feyenoord game with you, another big game. Now, the original plan, as I said at the end of last episode, was that we were going to do the AZ Alkmaar game and the Heerenveen game in the next episode. But I thought, you know, with no Champions League football this season, well, disabled the European competitions in the first season. So there's no European football in this year. And as a result, I thought, you know, we've not as much going on. We just want to try and streamline this season as much as possible, really, so that we can get through a reasonable amount of time, and then we can, you know, move on to the next season with hopefully with Champions League qualification, and then the big guns really start coming into, and there's, you know, a lot more to focus on, etc. But yeah, so as a result, I thought I'll play those two games beforehand, and then we'll come to the big one, Feyenoord at home. It's a big game today, but first let me talk to you about the first two results that we've had in the meantime. First of all, in a home game against AZ Alkmaar, and we won 3-1. Very good performance, really good result. Very pleased with how it went. I was just hoping for a reaction, really, from those last couple of games. You know, obviously we got that win against Fortuna, but we wanted to try and hit some form. And we get that, obviously, as you can see, Frenkie de Jong get on the score sheet. Also, Myron Boadu getting his first goal for Ajax, for the club, since signing. So that was really pleasing to see. Arnaud Groeneveld rounded off our scoring, who's had a really good start, I've got to say. Been very impressive, him. And hopefully he can take that form into the rest of the save, really. Then they got one late on. It was no more than the consolation goal. So it's a bit frustrating that we didn't keep the clean sheet, but thankfully we get the win. And then we move on to the Heerenveen game with confidence, and as a result we go and lose, which is pretty typical, to be honest. Team couldn't really get going. Had a lot of tired players towards the end yet again, which was frustrating. But again, just didn't really have the quality in that game. You know, the first goal came from Zanelli. That was a defensive error. Then we get one back, Myron Boadu yet again. Once he scores one, he gets his second, so that was pleasing. But then, you know, when we try to push on, again, defensive errors. We can't deal with a simple cross, an aerial ball, and they score a header. So that's something we need to work on. I'm not, you know, still trying to work out how I can sort of get around that. There's not only so much you can do as a player. When you're trying to close a man down in possession, you can't do a whole lot more, you know. So we'll see how that goes. A bit frustrating. Hopefully we can be more aware today, because we've got a very tough test against Feyenoord. Big game indeed. If we just have a look at the league table, we can actually go top. Currently it's Vitesse Arnhem at the top of the league. The table is changing every single week, so we were second before the last game. Now we dropped to fourth, but with a win we can go top if results go our way. But we can at least go above Feyenoord, which means we'll be, if we do win, we'll be minimum third. So, you know, we'll just keep going. As you can see, there's not a lot you can sort of gauge from it at this point of the season, but it's nice and close, and that's exciting. So we'll go with that. Let me show you the team, and there's a few changes, well, a couple of changes that you'll notice from last time. Anana stays in goal, of course. De Ligt and Werber at the back. Werber gone in at centre-back since we've had that problem with Daley Blind. Tagliafico at left-back, and then Mazraoui returns. He returned for the AZ Alkmaar game, back from injury after a couple of months out. So, you know, good seeing back. He's been okay so far. There's still improvement needed, but he is only 20 years old, as you can see here. So there's a long way to go with him. Of course, Frenkie de Jong at holding midfield, then Donny van den Beek, and Hakim Ziyech returns. This is the first game I will be playing with him since his injury. He's literally just came back this week, so he's straight back into the team. He's fit enough and ready to go. Definitely looking forward to just seeing what he can do, really. Of course, he's apart from Delete now, he's our highest rated player, and his stats just look really, really impressive. So, very much looking forward to using him. And then, of course, rounding off the front three, we have Arnaud Groeneveld, Myron Boadu, and David Neres. So, Boadu and Groeneveld in particular really starting to string a little bit of form together. Still a long way to go, as I say. But yeah, that's what it's all about, and hopefully they can continue that in today's game. Here's just a quick look at the bench. Not really much to say about that. Just a couple of shuffles. Nissen Christensen, obviously losing his place, and Vlakov churning out as well, with Hakim Ziyech coming back. So yeah, that's about it really. It's time to stop rambling. Let's begin the game at home against Feyenoord.
It's a privilege to be here today for this very special fixture. The interest has been enormous. Every time they meet each other, these two teams, it is a very special day. Well, this is the one we've been waiting for, we being Martin Tyler and Alan Smith in the commentary box, and you, of course, ready to watch the game unfold.
Yeah, I can't wait for this one.
The match today is Ajax, and they will play Feyenoord. It really is shaping up to be a fantastic season. So much competition, particularly at the top.
Well, we haven't got to the halfway mark yet, but I do hope it continues in this fashion. So close.
This is the home team lineup. And for Feyenoord, this is how they're going to line up. 4-3-3, and they've got natural wide players in that front three with a central striker.
I think that's the key, because those lads on the flanks, it's quite a complicated job actually, because they've got to come inside, support the centre forward. And
Here we go then. Just remember that Robin van Persie's playing up front for them. He's bound to score, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I would as well, but sometimes the referee can get in trouble for not refereeing the game in the same way from the first minute.
Oh. No, and it falls to Van Persie, and obviously he scores. I just knew it was going to happen. We tried to play it out from the back, and there's not really, I thought it was on personally. Let's have a look once again here. Sorry about that, guys. You'll have to excuse me for the sudden dip in narration. Had a slight fault there, but it's all good now. We're back to normal. Oh, it's going to be half-time here. Wow, that was another terrible first half. It's just like the PSV game. I don't know what the issue is here. It's just there's laziness. There's no movement. People making simple mistakes. It's got to change. Got to change. I'm just going to switch the tactics around during game here. We need to go on team press. Even though my team get absolutely knackered from it, it's just, you know, it doesn't matter anymore. We just got to go for it. Hopefully we can switch it around a bit. There's a run, and there we go. Right now, Groeneveld needs to be faster to get behind his man. There it is. And he can try and storm down the side now. He doesn't really have a lot on. He's got, oh, De Jong, poor finish. Someone who's having a bad game, to be fair. Where's the options? Where's the running? Everyone's standing there. Ziyech sees Groeneveld running in. Oh, it's a poor ball. It's a poor ball. Forces a corner, but it's not good enough. Oh, for f***'s sake. There's the run of Ziyech. No, it's the wrong ball. But defensive mistake, and Neres pounces on it. And there it is. Finally, the equaliser. We had to have a bit of luck. But you know what? We have more than earned it, at least this season. Perhaps not this game. We've been really poor. It's been a bad performance. But we're back into it. David Neres. It was the wrong ball originally. This was supposed to go through to Ziyech, who's running in. Don't know why he plays that ball, to be honest. That's really annoying. But thankfully, it still paid off anyway. Neres, it's a cool finish. Manages to pounce onto the defender's error. Who's actually had it's actually that Haps left back who's had a really good game. He's marked Neres out of the game completely. But that time he falters and we can pounce on it. Right now we really do need to make some changes because players are tired. Just can't press on this game. It just leaves you absolutely exhausted. I guess Tadic to come on. And you know what? We're going to bring Huntelaar on for Boadu because we're going to try and whip the ball in more now. I feel like that's a weakness that they're showing that we can't really take advantage of with the current setup. So yeah, we're going to go with this. See what we can do. The players are so tired, they just can't do what you ask them to in time. As Groeneveld will go for goal. Weedy. Very weedy. Huntelaar spots that run of Groeneveld, and now we can do something here. Goes to whip it in. Peels off at the back post. No way. It's Dusan Tadic, and he has to at least hit the target. I think he should score. Just falls to the wrong man. And that has got to be it. I'm telling you guys, they've shown their weakness, but we can't take advantage of it in the, whipping it in the air into the box. And wow, that was the moment. But Ziyech might have intercepted it here. Can Huntelaar get it to him? Yes, he can. He's got a man running. No, Ziyech! For f***'s sake. Damn it. I can't believe how we haven't just won this game there and then. Two incredible opportunities. And we haven't made a capitalise on them. They could have an opportunity here. And Percy will go for goal. Wow, I thought that was sailing in. It's not good enough. You've got to be able to close the man off there. Oh, we were going to be through on goal and he's blown up for full time. That's it, guys. As soon as we got the goal, we really sparked into life and we've had a couple of chances to win the game and we really should have in the end. Despite the really poor showing that we were providing within the first 60 minutes or so, finally wake up, but it's too little too late. I think we have to be disappointed, really. We've got to be disappointed with that. You need to collect 3 points, especially when you're at home as well. At home against Feyenoord. Ajax expect to win that game. We've had the lion's share of chances and we really needed to capitalise on that. So yeah, disappointing in the end. We'll have a look how the league table sort of forms after that, I guess. Oh, there we go. Cup game. Standings we'll go into. Right, so here we've actually dropped down to 5th. We're 5 points off top already, which is really annoying, but we can still make that up. We're only 3 points off 2nd. Again, we should have won that game. We have to be disappointed with that. Again, Ziyech, I think, on the whole, Ziyech was one I looked at too, and he had a poor game. He had a very poor game, as did Frankie de Jong. Big players just not quite showing up for us. So, you know, there needs to be some changes in form, really. Looking on ahead, and looking on ahead, we might as well do that now. Let's have a look at the games to come. See what we show here. Maybe NAC Breda, and let's have a look. Maybe an NAC Breda. Thinking Breda. I'm not sure. Maybe a double header. I don't know. We'll see. But it's going to be around this time, late November, early December, that we're going to come back. We'll probably miss out these 2 games and the cup game as well. Let you know how it goes. I'm not sure when the next round of the cup will be drawn. So if it's drawn, you know, somewhere around this time and it's a big game, then, you know, we'll maybe show that. But for now, guys, I think I'm going to round the video off there. Sorry once again we couldn't get the win today, but it's all still to play for, and there's a long way to go, of course, only in October. So hope you'll stick with me. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, then make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more regular gaming content. On that note, it's time to round it off there. So I'm Brom18, and I'll see you soon.